Hello there, my beautiful ghost, and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be all about your future spouse, what their personality is like, what they look like. We're going to explore that, and I'm very happy to announce that we are going to have an extended today, and it's going to be linked in the description. It's going to be affordable, so if you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. And in the extended, we're going to take a look at the plus 18 side of things, fantasies, and what your in between the sheets life is going to look like. So back to our present reading. As you can see, we have 4 piles for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with this rose desert. We have pile 2 with this obsidian arrowhead. We have pile 3 with this smoky quartz piece. And finally, we have pile 4 with this black tourmaline. So, feel free to pause the video if you need to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi there, my beautiful pile 1 ghosts. Welcome to your reading. If you guys picked this first card together with the desert rose, then this is going to be your reading about your future spouse. So we are going to first take a look at some oracles to get a description of them from spirit, and then we're going to move into the tarot and get even more. Today is only going to be about what they are like, so we're going to get in as much detail as we can. So let's see. To start, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have Virgo. We have Knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. We have cosmic power. We have authenticity. We have graveyard. And finally, we have manipulation, weather, magic. Okay, so let's see about your future spouse. Pile 1. For your person, I am getting this is someone detail-oriented. I'm getting also this person could be a little nitpicky, and they might have a little bit of trouble focusing on the positives of life, because I feel like they are designed to see the negatives by default and try to counteract those. So they might seem a little bit pessimistic, but they have the best intentions in mind. And I feel like perhaps you can be the one to help bring them back into their bodies and to the present moment, and kind of remind them to focus on the positives a little bit more, that they're drifting, looking for all the bad things and nitpicking, like I said. This is someone hardworking. This is someone who is taking care of themselves on a daily basis, who might have a very strict routine that helps them stay on track. This is someone who is minding their health, someone who might be pretty careful, especially with their diet. They are someone who will definitely help provide as well. So I'm definitely not seeing a lazy person here. They might enjoy gardening, and they might have some sort of interest in like growing plants, or like in agriculture or something like that in general. I feel like this person is not afraid to show themselves to the world, to show who they really are. I believe that they are very they're like pretty much what you see is what you get. I don't think they put on masks in social situations of any kind. I think they are pretty consistent in any group or social circle that they might find themselves into. And also for your person, I am seeing definitely someone who falls in love, not necessarily very often, but when they do, it's for life. I feel like they have perhaps made it um, a certain strict value of theirs to dedicate themselves to such a commitment, especially romantic. And I feel like they have really strong morals, so when they say that they're gonna go through with something, they are, especially a commitment to someone. I feel like they have really strong bonds with people close to them. They might not have a lot of friends, but those that are familiar with them know that you can count on them no matter what. There's something about this person being really powerful in a way. Something in their life puts them in a place of power, puts them in a place that they can perhaps control other people and control situations sort of in their favor. I feel like they have influence. That's what I'm trying to say. They have some sort of influence. They might have some, I don't know, pull some strings in politics or pull some strings in business or whatever it is. I feel like they are definitely in a place that allows them to kind of arrange situations in and to their benefit. There's also something here about them looking for their divine counterpart. And I feel like the way you guys will meet is gonna be fated, because we have both this cosmic power card here with number 2 and this moon and sun, day and night kind of yin yang symbol going on. And we also have this, like I said, this wheel of fortune kind of gives me a fated sense for the two of you. So you might meet in a circumstance that almost looks surreal, or you do something different that day because something or someone is telling you in your mind, hey, let's do this different, let's take this other way to work, or let's go get lunch in a different location or something like that, because the wheel of fortune is literally spinning so as to bring the two of you together. I feel like your paths are aligned and you are fated to meet at a certain time. What I also want to mention is I feel like this person might be haunted by their past, or might be haunted by something that happened in their past, or they find it hard to let go of someone that might have passed, or someone that might have exited their life, someone they had a finite amount of time with that has expired already. They might have lost someone dear. They might have been already married for some of you and lost their wife, or they might have lost a feminine figure for whatever reason is coming to surface specifically, either a wife or a mother figure, a feminine figure that's important to them. I feel like they are still processing that loss in a way, and they are trying to let go. It's just that this person seems like it was really close to them. It could also be a grandmother. It's someone that was really close to them, that they were feeling comfortable around, like the most comfortable around this person. I feel like they don't open up easily, but this person was the one that they would go to when they needed to talk or to vent or to express feelings. There's also like a vibe about this person. They have like this storm energy, like when they walk into a room, you notice them, like they don't really go unnoticed. Their presence is literally surrounding you, and it's not something you can avoid. It's not something you can just ignore. Like if you, for example, meet in the same coffee shop and you're minding your business, working on your laptop or something, and they just walk through the door, like you can't stop focusing on them, even though you might have like a project that you're working on and you're not interested in strangers. This particular stranger might get your attention, and you might not be able to like get your eyes off of them or wonder about them. They kind of make you curious, and their energy just feels deep, and it's pulling. It's like gravity, basically. You tend to gravitate around this person. There's something about this person that also makes me think that they might hold on to a grudge. They might have some desire for vengeance, especially if someone led to this motherly, this feminine figure being taken away from their lives. I feel like whoever was responsible or whatever was responsible for this definitely attracts the wrath and the anger of your future spouse. So there might be some unfinished business around these. For whatever reason, it's important to mention. So let's move into the tarot now and see what more details we can get. And for you guys, we will be using the Tarot Nefertari. Let's see, Spirit. What can you tell us about Pile 1's future spouse? What are they like? What are they like? What is Pile 1's future spouse like? Okay. Let's see, Spirit. What can you tell us about Pile 1's future spouse? We have the Hanged Man. I saw a card here that was right side up. I know I saw it, just we'll see if it comes out again. What else can you tell us about Pile 1's future spouse? What are they like, Spirit? What are they like? What are they like? Okay, so we also have the Page of Cups and the Devil reversed. What else can you tell us, Spirit? What else can you tell us? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. We have the Magician upright. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. Which way do you want to go? Okay, upright. We have the Five of Cups reversed. We also have the Five of Swords upright. And finally, we have the Emperor reversed. And the bottom of the deck is the Tower. Okay. Pile 1. Your future spouse has definitely been through a situation that through which they felt like everything they held dear and everything that made sense in their life has been snatched away from them. They are definitely in a period of transition, trying to figure out where to go next. I feel like they don't exactly know what to do, what to focus on. They might have, you know, daily tasks to take care of, but I feel like their soul is kind of lost at the moment. I feel like they might be in a space that doesn't allow them to move on fully and find something that they know, they feel in their hearts will make them happy. There's a lot of chaotic energy about them. I feel like your person, your future spouse, is definitely someone who rushes into situations. They might say things they don't mean. They think they can make sense of anything and everything that life throws at them. They think they literally seem really smart, and they seem really bright, and they seem like they get a lot of ideas quickly. Like if they have to brainstorm for something, they can come up with 20 ideas in less than 3 minutes. And I feel like also they are someone who's ready to offer their love. With this Knight of Cups here, this reminds me a lot of the Knight energy that they had in the Oracle. So yeah, they're definitely someone who wants to pledge their loyalty to a counterpart, someone who wants to start a family, someone they want. I feel like what they're missing is that that's someone who gives meaning to their life. Right now they are lost because they lost that certain person that they used to go to, that used to be the reason for being alive, the reason for continuing to strive for better, for more. But I feel like Spirit took that away from them because it was time for them to level up, and this person was kind of feeling them stuck. This person, it doesn't necessarily mean that they had to die, but another possibility here, for example, is that, say, this person had to mature, right? And they were really attached to one of their parents, or they were really attached to their grandmother, or whatever parent figure there was that they were close to. And perhaps they had to move abroad for work or for studies or for something like that. And they finally had to part ways with this family figure or this feminine figure, depending for each and one of you. So it could be that this separation is keeping them a little lost at the moment, because they wanted that person to know that they are trying so hard and they are working so hard to make them proud or to keep them happy or something of the sorts. Ooh, okay. This could happen, by the way. This could happen right now, or around the time you meet them, or when you are already with this person. So it's kind of timeless. It's just something really important and defining for them. So this is why it's mentioned here as an event. I'm also seeing this person will mature emotionally. They start out pretty naive, but they mature exactly because they realize they want to dedicate their lives to their partner, and they want love and loyalty to be the base of what they want to build. Like, for example, some people make work and ascending on the social and economic ladder their life goal, or studying, they make that their life goal, and getting better and better at in their certain field. But for this person, family is the most important factor, and this is what they're gonna evolve into. I also see here they definitely have some inner demons they are still fighting. They still have some sort of addictions, and I don't feel like these addictions are external. I feel like they are internal. They are perhaps battling some habits, for example, talking bad about themselves, having an internal dialogue that is negative, that is bringing themselves down. not realizing that they are enough, not feeling like they're doing enough, feeling small, feeling dominated, like they are, that like they never are taken seriously, and they can never actually prove that they have grown up and they can handle situations on their own, feeling like people don't trust them enough, feeling cornered, feeling like they don't have options. Whatever it is, it's an internal dialogue that is keeping them stuck, that is suppressing their ability to evolve, to have inner peace. And I'm also seeing a loss here. With this Five of Cups, it could be, like I said, this could be the same person, the maternal or parent figure, or this could be someone else or something else in their life that was also keeping them anchored, that once it was taken away, they were left kind of drifting. I feel like they used to focus on this loss a lot and kind of let it define them. They might have healed most of it, but I feel like they're still reminiscing about this loss, and they're still sometimes overwhelmed by the feeling of it when it happened. I'm also sensing for this person with this Ten of Wands here that they hold on to energies from the past. They might hold on to burdens, and it's inside of them, it's not external. Like I said, they don't show what is stressing them on the outside. They're holding on to it on the inside, and in turn this is making them lash out. This is making them talk bad about other people, perhaps even to their faces, insulting, being aggressive, being kind of mindless with their words whenever this overwhelming feeling comes back. They definitely have a little bit of work to do here. I feel like they are trying to manifest for themselves a better temper and a better management of their emotions and of their trauma. This person has definitely been through a lot here, guys. With this Magician, I feel like they have a lot of potential, and they are the only ones who hold the answers to all this pain being finally properly dealt with. But with the Emperor here reversed, I feel like even though on the outside they might seem like they are doing the job of this is mostly masculine energy, so whether this person for you is a male or a female, the energy that comes out the most is masculine. So they might impress on the outside, they might seem like they have it all together on the outside, like they can take care of themselves in the house and make the money and keep the job and do the things they need to do, blah blah blah. But I feel like on the inside they are hurting. On the inside they don't feel like they are the man of the house, or like they are the proper embodied masculine like that they want to be, that they're not achieving enough, that they're not capable enough, even though they clearly are. Their internal dialogue is pretty messed up, and this could also have to do with a fatherly figure that's been absent or that's been very, very critical. So this could also be a father figure or a masculine figure in their life who is kind of messing with their spirit, kind of messing with their energy here, making them feel small, making them feel like they will never be they will never make them proud. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for your person so far. Yeah, this person definitely feels like life is not fair to them, like they've been done so much injustice. They might even wonder sometimes, why am I even here? Like, if people are treating me like this, if life treats me like this, why am I even here? I don't want to say that dear person, they might be going through like some depression episode right now, so they definitely need kindness. If you know them, they need kindness, and they need to be shown that no one hates them. They've just been hurt in the past and they just need to let go of that hurt. And this takes time, and I feel like your person is definitely impatient here with this Seven of Pentacles. They plant the seeds for the transformation to happen with the Magician here. They definitely are planting the seeds to get better, but I feel like they're very impatient. They expect the results to be here by tomorrow, and that's not the case. Let's see one more. Yeah, there's definitely some restlessness here. Your person is not taking time to allow themselves to heal, to allow their inner dialogue to get better, to allow their thoughts to kind of settle down. Okay, now that we're done with this, I want to take a look at how they will be when they are with you. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Let's see the major energies of how Pile 1 will transform when they are with you. Let's see, Spirit. What are the major energies that will change? How will Pile 1's person change once they are together with Pile 1? We have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. So I definitely feel like once you are with your person, this Eight of Swords is telling me that you will help release them from their own minds, release them from the toxic thought pattern, release them from the messed up negative self-talk. I definitely feel like you will bring more awareness to this person and you will help them listen to their intuition more. I definitely feel like you will bring a sense of spiritual understanding and spiritual awareness to their lives, and this will help heal them and help them make sense of why life has been unfair so far, but why this was so necessary so they could grow into their true potential. And I definitely feel like you will be the new feminine or figure that they want to dedicate their lives to. I feel like this person might even want kids with you, and I feel like they see you as a great potential mother for their children, or father, if whatever, you get what I'm saying. Okay. This is mostly masculine energy coming from them and mostly feminine coming from you, so but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be like you're female and they're male. It could be the other way around, so just ignore that. There's also something here about you guys finally being able to give this person the knowledge, the knowing that there is something out there looking for them, that things fall into place exactly as they should when they should, and that they shouldn't speed up the process or try to wonder why the process isn't going any faster. And I feel like this wisdom is important because if they live their whole life, or like a majority of their life, wondering why their healing process isn't speeding up or isn't already over, they will miss a lot of beautiful moments. They will miss their lives waiting for the complete healing to happen, when they should actually just enjoy it as with every day that they get and be grateful in the moment. And this actually brings true happiness and helps the healing happen too. Okay, so the last part of this reading, probably the one you guys have been waiting for, we are going to pull some notes to get some physical appearance traits for your person. So in other words, what they might look like. So let's see. Can take all of this out. You stay there. Okay, so let's see, gonna mix them up. Okay, one fell, so this might be important. Just gonna, I promise I have my eyes closed while I'm picking these two. How about a couple more? All right, we have 5 pieces. So let's see what your person might look like, pile 1. They have a comfy style, so they probably wear comfy clothes mostly, kind of cozy, kind of casual. They might have dyed hair, beard, or mustache, or they might like, for a small percentage of you, they might like you having dyed hair. We also have you can't keep your hands off of them, so you definitely will find them attractive, and you might have touching as your main love language. We also have hair as black as my heart. And finally, we have protective, so they are protective over you. And this is, like I said, giving me mostly masculine energy. The two opposing polarities that I wrote here is protective and seductive. So seductive is for the feminine part and protective is for the masculine part. And their figure is they probably are bigger than you if they are on the masculine side. They're probably taller than you, and they feel protective over you. So, and they can physically feel like they can actually step in front of you and protect you in case of conflict or something like that. So big and buff, I would say. So pile 1, this is pretty much all I have for you, but we are going to have an extended, so if you want to check that out and look at the plus 18 part, then feel free to check out the link in the description. Like I said, it's gonna be affordably priced, so if you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. You are also supporting me that way, but if you want to support me in other ways, the easiest would be to just like this video and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, take part in the community so you can see more of these readings and enjoy them and have the time of your life. Anyways, thank you so much, pile 1. I'm also offering personal readings. If you have a certain question you want answered, then I also have my own oracle deck designed by me 100%. They are both gonna be linked in the description. Hope I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing rest of the day, pile 1. Goodbye. Hello there, my beautiful pile 2 ghosts. If you guys picked the second card together with this obsidian arrow, then this is going to be your reading about your future spouse. So like I said, we're gonna get as many details as we can on what they are like and what they look like, so personality and appearance. And we're gonna start by looking at some oracles and a tarot card that's gonna define them. So to start, we have the Queen of Cups. We have Uranus with change. We have monk or nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. We have naked. We have magic. We have crystals and herbs. And finally, we have persecution. Okay, pile 2. Let's see about your future spouse. There's some feminine energy kind of dominating over your person, and a lot has to do with their desire to contribute to the bettering of other people, to healing or helping others, and in so doing trying to stay close to spirit, trying to stay close to the spiritual aspect. And I feel like whatever it is that they're doing in their life, their ultimate desire is to make sure that them helping others is staying also true to, basically what I'm trying to say is they're trying to stay aligned aligned with their higher purpose. They are constantly asking their intuition if they are doing the right thing. They are constantly asking their spirit guides if they are going in the right direction. They are asking for signs from the universe to see if what they choose to do is what is going to be for the highest good of all. I'm also getting here that this person has a really kind heart. They are really, they're really precious. They're someone you wouldn't want to hurt, and someone who wouldn't want to hurt you no matter what. I feel like their kindness extends and almost has no boundaries, of course, other than the human limitations that they are trapped in, just like the rest of us. But I believe that this person could be they have a transformative energy, and I feel like this might stem from something radical having happened in their life that made them change their path 100%. They might not always have been this spirit and humanity devoted, so they might not have always had this desire to help others, to make a difference. They might have had some selfish impulses before, although even if they weren't like super keen on helping others and all the spiritual juju, I still feel like they weren't a bad person. Like intrinsically, they simply are really caring. They're very maternal. They want to help, heal, and protect, and offer their help in as many ways as possible. They are devoted to their duty. They know what they have to do, and I feel like they're trying to stay centered and grounded while offering as much of their energy as possible to others. I feel like this person has this sort of like martyr vibe about them as well, because I'm seeing here with persecution that they might have been bullied, they might have been attacked by people, they might have been hurt really badly by people, and in turn, instead of turning cold and turning against humanity and choosing to never trust another human again, they realize that their persecution, their pain, their bullying, and all this negative experience that they got from other people, they realized that that was coming from a place of pain. Instead of trying to return the pain, they dedicated themselves to finding ways to heal others. So I feel like their motto could be hurt people. So if that's the case, let me find the best way to ensure that people learn to live with their pain, that they finally heal their wounds, or at least close them up as much as possible. Even if a scar stays, at least the biggest and worst part of it is over. And I feel like that's what they're doing. There's also a lot of water energy here, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer could be significant, especially Cancer I'm getting. And there's something about this person that's really transparent. I feel like they are not trying to hide who they are, no matter how much other people might judge them or call them names or point fingers at them, because they know who they are, they know what they're doing, they know that they're here to help humanity. And it's not necessarily that, because obviously no one can help the entire planet, or very few people actually have that big of an impact. But no matter how big or small their impact is, even if it's just a handful of people that they help, they dedicate themselves fully to helping that handful of people. Okay, well, pile 2, let's get into the tarot. I say, like I said, this person seems to have some spiritual ways. I'm not necessarily considering them religious, but they could be. With this Mancornan here, they definitely could have a strong devotion to a certain religious, to God, or whatever they define God as. Or they could simply be spiritual, part of the new witchy current going around. And They could be a Wiccan, they could actually work with crystals, they could actually work with herbs, they could be a kitchen witch. They're definitely not closeted though. Like whatever they do, I feel like they are out there about it. They are not trying to hide their practice, and they're not trying to hide their devotion. Okay, now let's move into the tarot. Ask Spirit for some more details on your person. For you guys, we are going to use the Magic Tarot. Seems appropriate. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, what else can you tell us about Pile 2's future spouse? What are they like? What is Pile 2's future spouse like? One more shuffle. What is Pile 2's future spouse like? Spirit. What are they like? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What else? I'm not gonna take all of those. Let's try this again. What is Pile 2's future spouse like, Spirit? For someone who's that open, they definitely are not easy to convince to talk about themselves. Okay, I'm gonna take the Empress because I'm actually not surprised. Like I said, very motherly energy, a lot of creative power. Not surprised. We also have the Three of Pentacles. I'll take these two. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. What else, Spirit? We have the Two of Swords reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. I can never work with cards this small and like thin cards in general. For whatever reason, I prefer bigger decks. Let's see. Can we get just one card at a time, please? Thank you. We have the Hierophant reversed. Okay, we have the, that's the Page of Pentacles. And finally, we have the Magician reversed. Okay. The bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Cups. Okay. So about your person, about your future spouse, Pile 2. I can see that your future spouse is definitely going with the wind, so to speak. They are definitely allowing life to dictate, allowing higher forces dictate where they are going. I feel like they're not trying to fight their circumstances. I feel like they almost have pious respect and acceptance of whatever life throws their way, however negative it may seem, however painful it may seem. I feel like they are accepting that it's a part of life, and it's part of the circle and the cycle of life, and they are just very accepting of whatever is thrown their way. If it's time for them to learn a lesson and to grow and to experience some sort of pain or hurt, they are doing it. If it's time for them to celebrate, they are doing it even more so eagerly. Like I said, they have a very nurturing, very attractive feminine energy. I feel like they receive really easily. I feel like they're feeling abundant. They feel like they have everything they need. They are really grateful. They're nurturing, and they have an immense creative power. I can also see that your person definitely is a team player. I feel like they want to help others, and they accept help themselves. They might work with a group of people in achieving whatever it is that they're trying to fight for, whatever cause it is that they're working towards. And I feel like they are starting to receive praise for their work too. With this King of Pentacles, like I said, it looks like they are really abundant. They are really capable of building fortune for themselves and making sure that they are not missing anything. They're also equally capable of taking care of themselves, and they're balancing like the home life together with the work life. And they are very grounded in reality. They are really capable of handling daily tasks, like human tasks, like if you have to make a doctor appointment and go to the doctor, or if you have to pay bills or whatever. They're really comfortable with that. They're comfortable with their routine at work. They are definitely on top of the game when it comes to handling daily life and material stuff. There's something plaguing them here about a choice. I feel like your person might have issues deciding, making choices for themselves, or settling for just one option because they actually want the both options. So they might be a little stuck when it comes to making decisions, because they can see the pros and the cons in both sides, and they might postpone making decisions in general. So yeah, they need someone a little more decisive there to kind of solve this for them, because I feel like when it comes to putting it into practice, whatever it is that they want to do, they don't have a problem applying, but they need help planning, and they need help especially on the decisiveness part. I feel like this person could be a little romantically awkward. I feel like they could be having issues maybe meeting new people or going on dates. They might have a hard time starting relationships. Not necessarily keeping them, but starting them could be pretty awkward for them. They might be like tired of like dating people, having to actually take care of this aspect of their life. Like they pretty much hope they will meet their person where they work, or that their person will make the first step and ask them out on the street or something like that, because I feel like they're waiting for you to start this. I feel like they're too awkward to start themselves. There's also something here about them not following with the crowd, so to speak, when it comes to how they live their lives, and especially their spiritual beliefs. I feel like if this person has like any trauma or something like that, they would rather choose to deal with it themselves instead of going to a therapist. Or they might actually be really well educated and have this desire to look inside themselves, have this calling to explore their subconscious by themselves. Not necessarily that they have a problem asking for help or going to a specialist or a therapist or whatever. It is a teacher, a guide to ask for help. But I feel like they're very good at looking and curious about looking inside themselves. There's also something here about them not taking the beaten path, either when it comes to how they live their life, probably because of their choices, like this helping others thing, or the magic and spirituality part. Whatever it is that they've been bullied for, or that has been called awkward in them, I feel like they don't care, and they just follow with their path, whatever feels comfortable and whatever feels like the intuition is telling them to follow. they might go against trends or not be like not be impressed by the currents of life, of whatever trends are being set, or yeah, they don't mind what other people do, they're minding their own business. They might have a little bit of like a hermit vibe to them, just exactly because they don't conform that much. They're doing their own thing. It's not because they don't want to connect with people, it's because they don't want to have to change themselves to connect with people. And if I'm being honest, for the most of you, I don't feel like this person is following any traditional religion path. I feel like they're forging whatever, and kind of forging and mixing it up to kind of suit their own needs. There's also a curious and playful vibe about your future spouse. I feel like they want to learn new skills, to take on new hobbies. They're very curious to try a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Being really creative. I wouldn't be surprised if this week they try painting, and next month they try drawing with charcoal, and a month from now they start getting an interest in sewing, making clothes or stuff like that, and then they start getting interested in pottery or whatever it is. I feel like they're very curious and really handy. Like, they like making stuff with their hands. They like getting dirty. They don't mind the process. They like learning, especially skills they can possibly monetize. And this could be the downfall of them, that they're trying to monetize every single skill that they start learning, instead of just enjoying it as a hobby. Another thing I'm seeing here is kind of clarifying what I've said before, that your person has a little bit of trouble making decisions, or has a little bit of trouble planning, or I don't know. I feel like they might also be quite sensitive to accepting truths, or they can be quite sensitive when they receive criticism, when they receive news. They might be anxious when, for example, if you tell them, hey, I want to talk to you about something later, but I can't elaborate right now, and you leave them in that place of, oh my god, what do they want to talk about? What did I mess up on this time? Oh my god, what did I do wrong? Did I upset them? What have I done? And I feel like they might start ruminating, basically. They might not receive news very well. I feel like they're kind of anxious when they receive news, and you gotta be careful how you deliver it to them. And they might have some issues accepting the truth of a nasty situation, like not living with the consequences of it, because they're fine living with the consequences of their own actions, no matter what those are. But I feel like if it is to actually call it out and tell them, hey, you're kind of guilty of this, or you fucked up here, like if you actually call out their mistake, they might not be able to accept it, and they might try to dissimulate. It's like, well, yeah, I did that, but it's because of this, or it's because of that. Like, yeah, I take accountability, but like, don't make me sound like I'm guilty, because they might have an issue with guilt, okay? And with the Magician here reversed, I feel like this person is incredibly creative, is incredibly abundant and capable of creating, but I feel like they don't realize how actually capable they are of manifesting whatever it is that they want, like their dream life. I feel like because this Wheel of Fortune is exactly opposite from the Magician, they allow life too much to take control of what's happening to them, and they don't realize that they also have free will to change direction if life is giving them a nasty result of something. In other words, yeah, I think this person has some issues taking matters into their own hands and creating their own reality, or shaping, or realizing that they can shape their own reality. And finally, with this Six of Cups, I feel like this person is very nostalgic about their past. I feel like they look to their past and they kind of think that perhaps some of their best years are behind them. Or for some of you, it could be that they are crying because they are now crying or breaking down occasionally because they look at themselves in the past and they realize that that person, them in the past, didn't deserve to have so much suffering, or they feel like pity towards themselves in the past because they didn't know how to deal with trauma, they didn't know how to deal with unfortunate events as well as they do now, and they wish they could hug themselves and tell themselves that it's gonna be all right and that they got their own back. And yeah, I feel like they're also probably letting go of familiarity, and kind of trading it for the new, trading it for something that would suit them better, that would be more useful to them. So this could be like past habits, for example, of if they had like depression, for example, they might have got into a habit of playing the victim and telling themselves that they're not worth anything and that no one will ever love them, that they're not good enough. And now they might still get depressed from time to time, but they don't beat themselves down anymore, and they try to lift themselves up instead. But they recognize that at some point they used to do that, and it's kind of nostalgic. Actually, I'm gonna take another look at your oracles, because I didn't talk much about this Uranus energy here. And this is important because this Uranus energy is telling me that there's definitely been a major transformation. I feel like they might have changed their approach to life. And I love how this Uranus card kind of looks like the Wheel of Fortune. So this person might have changed their destiny, or they might have hit a spot at some point that things turned things kind of did a 180 on them, and they had to look at things in a different way than they used to, or they realized that they need to have a new approach to life. So whatever the case, I feel like this person has at some point changed completely compared to how they used to be. They have overcome some of their limitations, and they are now on the other side of the coin, so to speak. But to conclude this, we're gonna pull 3 more cards to see what this person is gonna be like when they meet you, when you guys are together. Okay. Let's see, Spirit. What is Pile 2's person, Pile 2's future spouse gonna be like when they are finally together with Pile 2? What are they going to be like? What would they be like, Spirit? Okay, we have the Fool reversed. What will they be like? We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Cups reversed. So what's gonna be different here? Your person is your person, your future spouse is definitely gonna have to accept a new beginning once again. I feel like they will go through another transformation. They will finally change some of their beliefs and habits so that they can accommodate you in their life, and realize, for example, that if they think that they're not worthy of love now, of finding their one true love, they will realize that they have to accept the reality that they did find their one true love. You are their one true love, and that they are no longer on their own. They no longer have to take care of themselves alone. They no longer have to keep dealing with all the trauma alone, and they can finally start sharing it with you. So that's what I mean. They're gonna change some habits about what they were used to doing alone to now what life is gonna be like once you're together, and what they can finally start sharing with you and change kind of their daily routine aspects. I also see you guys might buy a house together or move in together. You might inherit some sort of money or property, but whatever the case, you are definitely going to be abundant. You are definitely going to reap the results of your hard work together. And finally, I see here that this person will finally open their heart for you. because right now they might be a little closed off or disappointed when it comes to love, but once they are together with you, they will learn how to open up again, and they will learn how to accept love, to accept help, and not be so scared that what life gives them next could hurt them. I feel like they will start accepting that life can give them beautiful things as well. Okay, so to finish off the reading, I am going to pull some notes for you guys on what your future spouse might look like. So let's see. I have my eyes closed, so believe me on that one. And we're gonna pull 5 of these to try to put together a portrait of your future spouse. 2, 3. I want that one. 4. One more spirit. 5. Okay, so let's see what we got. To start, we may have piercings or like piercings. You might like them on you too if you have piercings. We have fun color hair, so their hair might be like blue or green or orange or pink or purple or something like that, or like rainbow even. And they could also like this on you if they don't have it themselves. Long hair, okay. We also have something about that booty though. So you guys will probably have a soft spot. You'll have a weakness for their behind, for their derriere. And finally we have alternative or goth style. So something, okay, I'm not surprised, like with the hair color and everything. So yeah, their style might be a little bit on the more goth-ish or alternative. You're probably familiar. Who's not familiar with this? If you're not familiar, then look it up and you'll get an idea, because I'm not gonna attempt to explain this. But pile 2, this is pretty much where I'm gonna leave your reading. I really hope it helped. However, there is an extended, so if you want to see the plus 18 naughty side of your future spouse, I do have a reading on that. The link is in the description. It's affordably priced, so if you guys want to check that out, it will be really helpful and supportive to me, and probably pretty fun and exciting and insightful for you. If not, I am offering personal readings, again linked in the description, together with my personal oracle deck designed by me, the Ghost Oracle. So if you want to work with it, feel free to check it out. It's also linked down below. Pile 2, I hope I will see you in my next reading. If you want to support me in other ways, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That would mean the world to me, and it's gonna help me so much. Thank you for everything, and I hope I will see you soon. Bye! Hello my beautiful pile 3, if you guys picked this card together with the smoky quartz, then this is going to be your reading on what your future spouse will be like. So to start, we're going to take a look at some oracles to try to get an idea of their personality, and then we're going to get into the tarot, ask for even more details, and finally conclude with their appearance. So to start, we have the 6 of coins. We have 8th house with mystery. We have Samaritan, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. We have feeling safe. We have mercy. We have wolf. Number 4 could be significant. 4, 44, and 11. And finally, yeah, a lot of 4s, 46, 42. And we also have magnification. Okay, very interesting vibes. Pile 2. Sorry, pile 2, pile 3. Blah. I'm tired. Okay, ignore that. So pile 3, about your future spouse. I feel like this person is really giving and really generous with the Six of Coins here, somehow backed by this Samaritan card. I feel like this person wants to help those in need, those who do not have enough, those who need a helping hand. This could be by actual acts of service, or it could be by offering money to certain causes, or literally offering money to, for example, I don't know, beggars on the street, people needing something to eat, something like that. It could be donating for orphanages or whatever the case. This person definitely has a giving hand. There's also something here about this person feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling stable. So perhaps financially, at least, they are pretty satisfied with themselves, satisfied with where they are. They have enough for themselves and also enough to offer others too. This person might have come from a background where they didn't have much, or they didn't have enough, and there was not a lot of people to offer help, if any, or if there was someone to offer them help, perhaps that set an example for them to do the same once they have risen up to this current state. I can also see here with Mercy again that this person, I feel like this person, if they have been neglected or if they have been abused in any way, I feel like they now have the power to punish whoever it is that has done them injustice, but they choose to turn a blind eye and to forgive and to have mercy on those people and to not provoke any further damage in turn to them as payment. I feel like they would rather leave that to karma, or I feel like they would rather even pray for that person or those people to get better so that they heal and they no longer have this calling to hurt others, especially when they are helpless. This person might have been abused in their childhood. They might have had a pretty tough growing up situation. For some of you, I'm also sensing this person might have had a near-death experience, but I wouldn't say that applies for everyone. It could be just a few of you, hopefully as few as possible. But I feel like they are not afraid to kind of take a look at the taboo topics or the places where people might be afraid to look. This person might work in like banking institutions, like offer loans or something like that. Their life might have something to do with debt. I don't feel like they are in debt themselves, but they might help people get out of debt, for example. They might also, there's a lot about finances here, so I feel like this person will not have an issue sharing their finances with you. Perhaps they actually want to help you with your finances, to help you to support you, or just make sure that you don't end up in this place if you ever like are in need of money or whatever. I feel like they will do anything possible to make sure that you don't reach that place yourself. There's also an aura of mystery, obviously, with this person, with this 8th house. I feel like they are not letting people see all the intricacies of themselves. They are not letting a lot of people peek into their lives, and if you reach that level of intimacy, I feel like this person is scared of what you might find out. I don't think they are hiding any big like scary secrets, but they might be afraid that once you find out what they've been through compared to who they are now and what situation they are in now, that you might think less of them. I don't think that's the case though, because there's nothing here hinting at them being any sort of displeasing. With this wolf card, I'm getting that this person might be a lone wolf. They might run alone. They might prefer to be by themselves. For others, I feel like this person might be a pack leader. They could be actually leading other people through tough situations, through major life decisions, through major issues, exactly because they've already been there. They are older or wiser or more experienced, and they know the way, so they will lead the way. If they are to be a leader, I don't feel like they will impose themselves or try to put themselves out there, but I feel like people will pick them, will choose them to lead because they see that they have the capacity to turn them in the right direction. And just because they are so giving and so helpful, that makes them a good leader. Anyways, I feel like this person appreciates their freedom, and if anything, the financial stability that they can now rejoice in has offered them the freedom of doing what they like, being who they want to be, and not being stuck in expressing themselves because of their strict and tight financial situation. I feel like they like I said, exploring the taboo. They might have explored their sexuality, and if you guys are interested in seeing exactly what this is about, we will talk about it in the extended, so you can check it out in the link in the description below when you're done with this. But your person seems to be very free in those hidden places that other people would like to conceal. Actually, yeah, we'll take a look at this in the extended. I'm not gonna elaborate too much here. We need to take a look at some more cards to see what this is about. But yeah, they might be sexually like very open or talk freely about these things and not have an issue. There's also something here about whatever is offered to them, they can multiply. So they might be pretty good with investing. They might be pretty good with using money to make more money, something of that sort. I feel like they use the tools that they're given, and they can literally create a fortune from a coin. So this person is really handy with materials, with money, with material stuff in general. But let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot and get some more details here. Let's see. For your person, we are going to use the Crystal Visions Tarot. This has actually been my first tarot deck, and I'm pretty, I don't know, not emotional, but nostalgic working with it. It brings back memories. This is the tarot deck that I used to learn tarot, actually. Okay. It stays pretty true to the Rider-Waite imagery, so I do recommend it if you guys want to learn tarot yourselves but don't want to use the plain, boring, old, reliable Rider-Waite. Let's see, Spirit. What can you tell us about Pile 3's future spouse? What are they like? What are they like? Pile 3's future spouse, Spirit. Okay, we have the Hermit reversed. We have Strength. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the King of Cups, but which way do you want to go? Let's try that again. Okay, gonna be upright. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. I swear there's something about this Wheel of Fortune because it came out in every reading so far. So we also have the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Fine, okay, I'll take you. Seven of Cups reversed. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And we have the High Priestess. The back of the deck is the Four of Cups. Okay. Pile 3. To elaborate on your future spouse, they definitely seem like someone wise, someone who has done some self-exploration, someone who has been through some stuff, seen some stuff, and therefore now has come out of their solitude on the other side brighter and more better equipped to handle certain life situations, because even if they can't control outside circumstances all the time, they can certainly control their response and their internal circumstances 100% of the time. I can also see here that this person has had to make peace with their impulses, and they have tamed their emotional responses. So this is not someone who's easily triggered. This is not someone who will lash out or snap back if you say something hurtful. This is someone pretty grounded and centered and calm. I also feel like this person has been tested quite a lot, and so they have definitely worked this muscle of knowing how to respond to certain situations and comments. And I feel like this person, there definitely is a fighter, a warrior, especially for people who are not able to properly protect themselves. I'm curious because I forgot what... oh, the Samaritan card. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So they definitely want to help others, people that most other people wouldn't necessarily think of helping, or wouldn't necessarily believe it makes a difference if they help. They could mind their business, but they choose to help those in need, those who literally are in need of a hand. I feel like they will fight whomever and whatever to continue to pursue this calling of theirs. And even though they've been successful so far, they definitely are not letting their guard down and keeping their forces up and making sure that they can still protect those who need it. I definitely feel like your person is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, and really compassionate and empathetic. I definitely see them as someone caring and nurturing, and someone who knows what it's like to be down and doesn't want others to be in the same pitfall of, yeah, just depression and anxiety and all of that, desperation. They are a bright light, definitely. A bright light who inspires and aspires to become even better, to help even more. There's something here about your person recognizing the ups and downs of life, the cycles repeating over and over. They know that sometimes they might be up, and someday they might be abundant now, and they might have more than they need. But they know that if the wheel continues to spin, they might themselves hit another rock bottom, but they are prepared nonetheless to face it. And I also feel like they know that life sometimes can seem unfair and that some people are not dealt the proper cards, and they want to be the one who makes a difference, who can show people that if we do help one another instead of just staring each other down, there can be a better life for all, that we can share from our abundance and offer others and still have plenty. With this Nine of Wands here, I feel like your person could be pretty tired, could be pretty exhausted. They could be still holding on to the negative experiences that have happened to them. They can still be burdening them even though they try to leave them in the past. And I feel like perhaps they might try avoiding their past, avoiding looking back at what happened by burying themselves in work to help others, or that they think that they have to give so much to the point of almost exhaustion to compensate for how much they have been helped and in what a good position they are now and how life has helped them. They feel like they have to give that back, but they are exaggerating a little bit here, because you don't need to exhaust yourself to thank the universe for the blessings that you have. The fact that you have them means that you have inherited those that you are deserving. You don't have to further prove it. So your person could definitely slow down a little bit here in trying to help others, and it wouldn't make them any less of an amazing, caring and giving person. With this King of Wands here, I definitely see an entrepreneurial spirit about your person. I definitely feel like they have a lot of passion and motivation and drive. There's a lot of fire signs here, so your person could definitely be a Leo, could be a Sagittarius, could be an Aries. Most of all, I'm feeling Leo, so that could resonate for some of you, especially since we have both Strength and the King of Wands here, and the Nine of Wands, the lion imagery. They are definitely full of life and respected and energetic, but they still could use a little bit of a break. With the Seven of Cups here, your person, I feel like they didn't have a lot of choices in their past, but they had to make sure that they had to take themselves out of that situation anyways, and they want to make sure that others do have choices unlike them. And this Five of Pentacles is only underlining the fact that they have been in desperate situations, they have been dirt poor, they have been abandoned alone, and they have been freezing in the cold for a while, but they never lost sight of their final goal, which was getting help and getting out of there, because they didn't want their life situation to define who they were, because they had that fire, that spark inside of them telling them that they could achieve more if only they keep their eyes on the prize. And with this High Priestess here, I feel like they are receiving divine guidance, and they are open to following their intuition in doing so. And I feel like their intuition is exactly what helped them in this Five of Pentacles situation in their past. Is exactly what helped them rise higher, because they follow their intuition to find the right solutions, to find the people who could help them up, to find the circumstances, the opportunities that could help them rise higher and rise above their circumstances. But with this Four of Cups here kind of defining the entire reading, this is kind of letting me know that this person is they're content with their situation. They don't really want to accept more from life. They think that whatever more they accept, they should give to others, and it's kind of hard for them to receive more without giving more, and to just keep it for themselves. Anyways, we're gonna pull 3 cards now to see what your person will be like once they meet you, once you guys are together. So let's see, Spirit. what will pile 3's person be like once they are together with pile 3? How is that going to impact them? Okay, 9 of Swords reversed. There's also another card that flipped in the deck. Let me try to find it. I definitely saw one flipping. Maybe not. Guess it didn't flip all the way. We'll see. What else, Spirit? How are they gonna change? The Page of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So with the 9 of Swords here reversed, I feel like this person will finally be able to sleep well at night, knowing that they have done enough, knowing that the cruel past that they have overcome will not come back to haunt them. I feel like once they are together with you, they will be able to relieve some more of that tension and anxiety that is still haunting them. I also feel like with these 2 pages, they will be able to finally take a break and stop working so hard to prove or to give to others, to achieve more so that they can give more to others. I feel like they will finally take some stuff for themselves. They will finally slow down and make sure that they don't burn themselves out. They will work less, they will diminish their goals a little bit just so that they can keep their energy in check. So really, really beautiful energy. Now, to conclude the reading, pile 3, we are going to take a look at some notes that will show us some physical appearance particularities that your person might have. So we will see what they might look like physically. Let's see, Spirit. I have my eyes closed just for disclosure, full disclosure. So you're gonna have to trust me on that. We're gonna pull 5 of these. I want that one. And I want that one. Okay, let's see what we got. The Universal Lottery is telling us that your person will look like this. Dreamy eyes. Loves makeup on you or on themselves. Dyed hair, beard, or mustache. We also have Greek nose, okay. And we also have thunder thighs, okay. I'm gonna pull one more actually for you guys. Let's see, can we get one more, Spirit? The last one is beard or mustache, or loving yours if you have any. Okay, so they definitely, because I felt like this beard and mustache thing could have been like dyed hair, beard, or mustache. They don't necessarily have to have their body hair dyed, but I felt like the beard or mustache could be important, so I pulled another one, and yes, we have the beard and mustache. Okay, so guys, this is pretty much all I have for you. If you want to join me in the extended to look at the plus 18 fantasies and future sex life, then you can check the link below, where I'm gonna have the reading posted. It's gonna be affordably priced if you guys want to book it. You can also book a private reading with me on any question you guys have. Link again will be down below, as well as the link for my oracle deck designed by me. everything by me. So yeah, if you want to support me, you could do any of these, or you could simply like this video and subscribe to the channel. Those are the easiest, simplest ways to support me, and I'm so grateful for you doing that. Pile 3, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I hope I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hi there, my beautiful pile 4 ghosts. If you guys picked this last card together with this tourmaline, black tourmaline piece, then this is going to be a reading about your future spouse, what your future spouse is like. So to start, we're gonna take a look at some oracles and the tarot card that defines them the best, and then we're gonna move into the tarot, ask for more details, and finally conclude with some physical appearance traits. So to start, we have the World, we have Ascendant with Entrance, we have Child Divine, Innocence, Purity, and Redemption, suggests a special connection with the Divine. We have Good Juju, we have Feminine Energy, we have Candle Magic, speak your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine, all that you desire, all that which will unravel. And finally, we have Witches of the Craft, Proficiency. Okay, so pile 4. I hope I said pile 4 because I messed up a little bit so far. Mixed your piles up together. But to start, the energy that I'm getting from your person is that they are wise, they are experienced, they might have had a lot of events packed in their life, and I'm also getting that they're pretty good at what they do, whatever that happens to be. I feel like this person is somehow all you've ever wanted. And I feel like this will be obvious from the first time you guys meet. I feel like there will be an instant attraction, at least on a physical level. If not even energetically, you might feel that there's something about this person that you want in your life. I feel like this person will complete you, and I feel like they will also I feel like you and this person will be together forever. Like, of course, I'm hoping that all of these readings with your future spouse are going to conclude in you guys being together forever, but I feel like Spirit is clarifying here that this is going to be your forever person, because with the World here, I feel like your cycle of dating and trying to start a relationship and keep a relationship will end with this person, and that this will be your final relationship, your final marriage, your final person. This is the one. I feel like Spirit saying this is the one, and all that you've ever gathered so far experience wise will help you find this person too. But back to them, I feel like this person is pretty good looking, and I feel like they're pretty easy to read. I feel like they wear their heart on their sleeve somehow. I feel like also what you see on the outside, even though it might be pleasing to the eye, might be growing more complex and might start making more sense the more you get to know this person. So it might seem at first that what they look like and what they actually behave like could be slightly contradictory, but you will kind of start to make sense of how it actually fits together when you get to know the deeper parts of them. But I feel like they are eye candy for you nonetheless. And I feel like you guys fit together because the way this sun symbol here kind of mixes with these background colors, it makes me feel like like you're gonna complete the circle. I don't know how to say this, but it's basically the same idea as with the world. I feel like you're the ending and the beginning for them, and they are the ending and the beginning for you. Like that sort of vibe. Like you guys just mix so well together. Like just life makes sense with this person for you. I feel like they have this purity, this innocence about them that once you discover it, you won't be able to unsee it. And I feel like you might even have some sort of like parental or motherly energies towards this person once they open up to you. I feel like you will feel like they are so pure and so good, and nothing bad ever needed to happen to them or was unfairly dealt towards them. And I feel like your person has a deep connection to the spiritual realm, but not like a dark one, like, oh, like, I don't know, not that connection to spirit is generally dark, but I feel like they're so lighthearted, and it's just like, it's like the universe is reflected off of them in the most beautiful way you could ever conceive. Like the best things in life are all comprised and reflected off of this person, at least from your point of view, from your lens. There's something here also that is telling me this person will have really pure intentions towards you from the beginning, even though you might not feel like it. This person might flirt with you or something, and you might think, oh my god, just another person who wants to put me on their hit list. But in reality, they actually really do fancy you, and they want to know more than just the surface level. It just might not seem like it from the very beginning. But this with disco juju, like this is really clear. This person is very good news for you, and no matter what your brain will try to tell you, your heart will feel drawn towards them. With this feminine energy here, I feel like this person feels really good in their body. I feel like they are very open and welcoming. Like their presence is just welcoming, especially for you. And I also feel they might have like the style of the dandy, if you know the seductive archetype of the dandy. So this is someone who dresses kind of feminine or has very fluid gestures, or words just seem to roll off their tongue differently. Like their tone is kind of warm and inviting and cozy, and it's like just really warm, really cozy vibes, really sunny energy here. Really, it's the spending time with this person is like sunbathing in a field of I don't know, a field of poppies or something like that, like with the light breeze kind of gently blowing, and you just feel so cozy and so at home, and you never want to get up and leave. I also feel, like I said, whatever it is that this person is doing, they are really experienced when it comes to their job. I feel like they have reached a higher level of education in whatever it is that they're interested in. And I feel like they are really into whatever it is they're doing. We'll see. If we're not getting any details on what they might be working in, it's because it can vary wildly for this pile. So one person could be a doctor and the other person could be an artist. So it can't really be comprised in the same few cards here. With candle magic, I feel like this person, I feel like they wished for you. I feel like literally for their birthday, they wished they would find you. They wish they would find someone like you. So you almost feel like their wish fulfillment, and they are your wish fulfillment in turn. You guys just fit together, will fit together really well. And I feel like you kind of spoke them into existence, or they spoke you into existence. They might have manifested you, you might have manifested them, something like that. But your energies definitely belong together. So let's get into the tarot and see what more details we can get. For you guys, we're gonna use the Tarot del Fuego. So let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us about Pile 4's future spouse? What are they like? What is Pile 4's future spouse like? What is Pile 4's future spouse like? We have the Six of Pentacles reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords reversed, come on, let's get one at a time, can we please? Thank you. We have the Two of Cups reversed, the Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, okay, we have the Fool, and which way do you want to go? The Fool, the Nine of Swords reversed, we have the World reversed, okay, interesting. And we have the Page of Cups. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Queen of Cups. Oh, Pile 4. Pretty excited for you guys. So, your person definitely gives me a lot of energy. With the Six of Pentacles reverse here, I feel like your person doesn't really have any strong boundaries when it comes to giving and receiving. I feel like they give freely. They might take just as freely, and they might not know when to stop. They might not know, but this seems like innocent to me, especially with this Page of Cups here. I feel like your person has this sort of purity and innocence about them, that even though they are so experienced, sometimes their inner child comes to surface, and this innocence and this sense of I'm not sure what boundaries are is coming to surface, and it might feel sometimes selfish, and other times it might seem extremely selfless. So they can go to extremes in this sense. So don't be afraid to tell them if they're asking for too much. I feel like they will apologize, and they will tell you they didn't even realize they were doing it, just because they have so much energy. They don't really get drained, or they don't realize they get drained, because they love shining bright. I feel like, again, a lot of feminine energy with this Queen of Cups here. So your person is definitely someone who feels good pampering themselves and pampering others, nurturing both inside and outside of themselves, and because of this exchange of energy. That's why sometimes it might feel like they're asking for too much when they feel depleted, because to them it's natural that if they gave a certain amount that they should ask for it back, and people won't mind, just like they don't mind giving. So just remind them, if anything, sometimes to be more aware of how much they're giving so they don't deplete themselves, or how much they're asking because they've depleted themselves. I feel like your person could be a teacher or a guide, or they could be working in some sort of institution. They might have a position of power, or a position in which people respect them and recognize them as someone wiser and someone able to lead or to guide them in a certain direction or to give advice. I feel like they are definitely a lot of childlike energy here with the Fool. They are really curious. In general, they might have this they might seem nosy because of it. They are a little foolish sometimes. Perhaps they jump into things too quickly without realizing that they've done. It's very silly. Like, I know I mentioned in the oracle reading that there might seem to be like a little bit of a dissonance here between what they seem like on the outside and what they actually are like on the inside. They might put up this either a facade that they are goofy and silly, but in reality they are actually really wise. They just love being goofy and silly. Or they might be really wise on the outside and not try to make a spectacle of themselves and on the inside crave that childlike innocence and playfulness. With the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like your person is well off. I feel like they have everything they need, everything they want. They don't really miss on any of the financial aspects of life. They might have received plenty of gifts from others, or constantly receive gifts from others, or they might have inherited some pretty huge amount of money here, or at least enough that they don't feel like they need anymore, enough to satisfy them. I feel like sometimes your person might put their foot in their mouth. They might speak without thinking, or yeah, they might hurt people's feelings by talking a certain way, or saying a joke that actually hurts someone or hits a certain spot and not realize it. And I feel like deep down inside they feel miserable for it, because they didn't mean that, and it's their biggest nightmare to open their mouth and hurt someone. They wouldn't hurt a fly, so definitely it's not intentional. And I feel like they overthink it every time they do, and they kind of put themselves down because of it. So they're pretty sensitive, and as easily as they can get excited, they can just as easily feel hurt and put themselves down and burn out when they hurt someone else, when they take someone else's energy. With the Two of Cups here clarified by the World, I was wondering what this the meaning of this card could be, but clarified by the World reverse, it made sense to me. I feel like this person doesn't feel complete until you enter their life. Like, no matter how good they have it, they still feel like something is missing, and that is because they want something that they can be goofy with, and that they can actually have deep conversations with as well, that will get both sides of them and see how well they actually fit together. So I feel like you are definitely gonna be, you're the missing link, you're the only missing part of this person's life and this person's happiness. With the Nine of Wands here, finally, I feel like this person definitely gives a lot and can have a hard time saying no to people. I feel like they offer a lot of their energy to others, and they need to realize that they need to replenish themselves as well. I feel like they have this childlike attitude of, I love everyone and everything, and everyone and everything deserves to be happy at the expense of my own happiness and energy. but that's not okay, because sometimes it can drive them to a place of depletion, and they haven't reached depletion just yet, but they drive themselves really close to the edge there. So you might want to be careful, so when they do this, to kind of try to help balance them out, or at least make them aware that they're going into extremes. But that is pretty much all I am getting here. We're gonna pull 3 more cards to see what this person will be like when they meet you, when they're finally together with you. So let's see, Spirit. What is Pile 4's person gonna be like when they finally meet Pile 4, when they're together? What are they gonna be like? What are they going to be like? What are they going to be like when they finally meet Pile 4? We have the King of Pentacles reversed. Ooh! So many cards, so many cards! Abort mission. I cannot work with thin cards for shit. Like, these are really thin, and the deck is like pretty small for me. I prefer huge decks in general. I can work better with bigger. That didn't sound dirty at all. Bigger and thicker. But like, seriously, I'm talking about tarot cards, okay? Naughty. Keep your naughty thoughts for the extended, okay? Which is gonna be linked below, just so you know. We also have the 4 of Wands. Finally, we have the World. I can't. Like, what did I tell you? This person will only feel complete when you are finally with them. This person will only make sense of life and why they're here once you are with them. With this 4 of Wands here, I feel like they will celebrate your coming together. And this is giving me like wedding. I feel like you and this person might marry pretty fast. And with this King of Pentacles here, I feel like this might happen. And it could be pretty irrational compared to what they normally do. It can be such a quick decision, like, let's get married, like, let's just do it, that financially it's not necessarily the smartest thing to do. But I don't feel like this is gonna be too depleting, because I feel like they do have enough financial support, but they might go on a splurge once they meet you. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so Pile 4, the last step of our reading is to take a look at some appearance, physical traits for your person. And just for full disclosure, I have my eyes closed as I'm picking these. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and finally we have 5 or 6. Yeah, okay, whatever. 6 wanted to come out, so you get 6. So let's see what your person might look like. They might have green eyes. Green eyes and juicy lips. So, okay, already they sound pretty angelic to me. Dark romantic. Okay, so their general style or like way of being could be like dark romantic. So, I don't know, think vampire vibes or whatever. Okay. Oh, I'm also getting I Would Die For You, like Morticia Gomez style, and also Romeo and Juliet style, so kind of that sort of vibe. You like their hands or their nails, so like if they're a guy, you could like the like veiny, tendony, whatever defined look, or if they're a female, you might like their nails. We also have dyed hair, beard, or mustache. And finally, we have alt and goth. Okay, so pretty similar to one of the other piles here with the alt and goth style. But yeah, this is pretty much all I have for you guys. If you want to join me in the extended to look at the plus 18 side of your future spouse's fantasies and your future sex life, then feel free to check the link in the description. And also, if you want a personal reading on any topic of your choice, any question of your choice, I'll also link that down below, together with the link for my personal oracle deck, the Ghost Oracle, if you want to purchase it for yourself so you can work on divination or just indulge and support me in the meantime. But if you want to support me in other ways, there's the like button right there down below. There's also the little ghosts in the bottom right corner that you can poke to subscribe to the channel and be a part of our notification squad as well. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Hope I'll see you in the extended, and otherwise I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.